If you look around carefully, you'll see them. Ordinary people leading extraordinary lives. They live true to their passions, to their beliefs, and they create magic. We've trailed the Dewarists for 3 seasons now, to far corners of the country and beyond. Musicians and artists with unbelievable stories. This year, we throw open the challenge to include poets, whose words are going to be the framework for new sets of collaborators. Join us on this journey in search of a song to pay perfect homage to the words of a gifted poet. Welcome to the Dewarist Season 4. With its palm-fringed beaches and gentle, lazy skies, Thailand seems like a world built purely to inspire. Its beauty is complemented by its people and culture, warm, familiar, inviting, and comforting. It's the perfect home for the finale for our Dewarists.
Music has been there since a very long time. Dad used to play Ghulam Ali, Jagjit Singh, and then I was introduced to, say, Michael Jackson and all the pop sort of stuff, which my brother used to play at home. After I met my other music friends, that's when I started hearing music from a different perspective, which is analyzing each and every sound and understanding, okay, this is the chorus of the track, this is the main mukra, this is the antra, and this is how the song is arranged. I remember my father gave me my first computer when I passed 10th, I think. Because I didn't go out so much, I didn't socialize so much, I was very happy sort of sitting in front of the computer. I realized that I have a lot of cassettes which my mom and dad, they used to play me earlier. I started sampling all of that stuff, like record it into the computer, make loops out of it, import it in Fruity Loops, and then just like layer it with electronic beats. The whole thing where you can mix these two sounds and make it into a genre perhaps, you know, which was cool. That's when we started Bandish project. And we did all sorts of stuff. We did electronic music, we did documentaries, we did film music, we covered everything. But my real education actually started after I moved out of Bandish project. Like all my hard work which I invested in the band for 10 years has gone down the drain. I'll have to start everything from scratch. I remember I moved out of Ahmedabad and shifted to Goa, and I had literally zero work for 3 years, like no work at all. My wife was a big driving force for me. She was the one who was working all throughout, and at that point of time I was just like making music. And then we shifted out of Goa and moved to Delhi. Thankfully, then I met more like-minded people who helped me set my whole career together. I've been making music for 15 years, and what doesn't take time? It's the same thing with medicine, it's the same thing with management, it's the same thing anywhere else. You spend time, it takes time. Music keeps me alive. I've seen major ups and downs in life, and music has always been around to help me move out of it. Whether I'm playing to 5,000 people or just 50 people, if they are enjoying, I get the energy from them and I enjoy myself on stage as well. So it's not important how many people are there in the audience. It's important that they appreciate and love what you're doing.
The gentle calm and hypnotic lull of Phuket has drawn old friends Nucleya and Shruti Pathak to the beautiful Angsana Laguna.
Hi, Shruti!
You just had to do that, right?
But you know what, like in Gujarat, no, they say Shruti, they don't say Shruti.
Yeah, they say Shruti in Gujarat and they call me Shruti in South.
Shruti?
Yeah.
Fantastic!
How have you been?
Not bad at all.
I've known Udyan way before he was Nucleya, which was about 13, 14 years ago. We'd worked on a track.
Loving this place, quite
Yeah,
beautiful.
you are?
Yeah.
That's
very,
cool.
very
That's
excited to do the song with you now.
Since this year is all about poetry and I think love is a universal language. Should do something around that. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you know what? Like Heer Ranja is like the most celebrated and the most famous love story of India.
Heer Ranja is the Indian Romeo Juliet. Since we are talking about love, what better way to depict love in a song? There are a lot of poets who've written stuff about that. I think one of the most popularly known is Waris Shah. He's supposedly the Shakespeare of Punjabi literature.
Oh, awesome.
It'll be good fun to explore this.
Everyone falls in love at some point in their life. It's something which changes people for a positive reason, which is the reason why love actually works globally.
Our third Dewarist is an invisible but strong presence, whose words will create our final track. Peer Syed Waris Shah played with words to create the most enduring and popular version of the tragic romance of Heer and Ranja. The 18th century Punjabi poet was said to have been influenced by his own experience of unrequited love. His epic poem is a powerful emotional retelling of the Romeo and Juliet-like story of doomed lovers Heer and Ranja, where it's rumored that Shah changed the ending to have the lovers die in each other's arms, rather than keep the folktale's original, lighter ending. Shah's words gave the poem much more meaning than just a love story. It is also about man's search for and tenuous relationship with his creator, God. Using love as a metaphor, Shah took humanity's greatest strength and elevated it to a spiritual level. Today, Waris Shah's version of Heer Ranja is narrated over and over again as a testament to a man's drive to live true to his feelings.
यारां असां नूं सवाल कीता इश्क हीर दा नवां बनाईए जी इस प्रेम दी चोक दा सब किस्सा जीब सोहनी नाल सुनाईए जी नाल अजब बहार दे शेर कह के रांझे हीर दा मेल मिलाईए जी यारां नाल मजलिसां विच बह के मज़ा हीर दे इश्क दा पाईए जी
Ever since I remember things around me, I remember having music in my life. In so many years that I can figure, I think all I can say is I exist for music. My earliest childhood memory of having music in my life was due to my father. He was not a professional singer, or neither did he learn music, but he was a very good listener, and I think I got it from him. While I was in school, is when I realized that I must do something with it professionally. If I did not sing, I don't think I could have done anything else. My entire family is a bunch of professors and they wanted me to finish studies. So I did my master's with psychology and then I moved to Bombay because the music industry lies here. The initial phase, which was almost about 6 to 7 months, I was completely lost in Bombay. I did not know a single soul and I did not even know how to go about it, who to meet, how to start. I was not making any money. I was on my own. Going back was not an option. I had to make it happen anyhow. And the big break happened with this film called Fashion, where I sang this song called Mar Jawaan for Salim Sulaiman. So there's a big story behind Salim Sulaiman hearing my voice. Back then in college, I had worked on a song with a friend of mine. I had voiced for that particular track. And he happened to meet Salim Sulaiman and played him that particular track. And they loved my voice and they called me to try something out, which did not work. For almost a year, they kept calling me to work on certain projects. None of it worked. But it was just one fine day when they made Mar Jawaan and they called me up and said, finally we have that one particular song for you. I was not in town when the song released for almost 3 months. And when I came back to Bombay, I realized the song was huge. It was a very emotional one because I lost my father around the same time. And when I came back, the song was such a big hit, you know. So it was actually like it was his blessings that it just had to be what it was. I was nominated for Filmfare, Star Screen, IFA, I think everywhere. After that was a lot of songs, working with a lot of really amazing composers, producers, a lot of films, a lot of big films. When you do something that you love, you put in your best. I think it always it comes around. I always wanted to have music in everything I do. I'm singing every single day of my life. And since you can do that professionally as well, I think it's the happiest thing you can do.
A Dewarist song is as much a product of its collaborators as its location. Today, Udayan heads out with a local guide to meet Pradhu and his group of Thai musicians who play a host of traditional instruments.
You know, we also have a similar sort of a looking instrument in India called dholak. What is that instrument called?
ไอ้เครื่องดนตรีชนิดนั้นเขาเรียกว่าอะไรอะคะตะโพน
Tapon.
ตะโพ
Acha.
น
That instrument looked very different to how a xylophone is. It's made with bamboo, the other one's made with wood, and they both sound very different. One is on a low octave, the other one's on a high octave. Can I try the instrument and see how it sounds myself?
อาจารย์เขาขอลองเล่นได้ไหม
Okay,
Yeah?
Please.
Awesome.
Let's try
and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They were kind enough to sort of teach me how to play that instrument as well, which was great, and they offered to sort of jam with me as well while I play that instrument.
Re, do, le, mi. Okay, le.
I ended up asking them if they are cool with collaborating with an electronic artist, and they said yes, so maybe next year we'll do Thai electronic music.
Okay, good. Good, very good.
From one corner of an island to another, Thailand's many landscapes offer inspiration of different kinds. As Nucleya and Shruti find themselves surrounded by water composing the tune on a ferry.
Been thinking about this track Last night I was working on it as well, trying to sort of construct the whole melody in my brain, which will become like the base of the whole track.
Okay.
While I was designing it in my mind, I was thinking I want to keep it like slightly Indian classical, slightly Punjabi, and I want to layer the whole song with like a lot of electronic music. I specialize in a style of music which is global based, so I want to keep it in that sort of a music frame. And I wanted to sort of do Saregama Padani in 3 different octaves, and I want to record that and patch it to my sampler and use that as a melody. The melody is rough right now. It's like da 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 di da 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 di da 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 di da da di da. Then second bar. Da da.
He has a very peculiar sense of Indian classical music as well. His sensibilities towards Indian music is equally, strong, and that's what makes him more special, I guess. Yeah.
You know, there's this friend of mine. His name is Dub Sharma.
Okay.
And he's a music producer. He knows a lot about Punjabi literature.
Wow.
And he's written a few lines, which is from Heer's perspective.
So is it an adaptation from Waris Shah's poetry?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
And those lines are quite beautiful. I should actually read those lines to you. Hold on.
Sure.
मेरा रांझा मिला दे मुझको, मेरा साइयां मिला दे मुझको, अगर तू इतना ना कर पाए तो, रब में रांझा दिखा दे मुझको.
Wow.
The interesting thing about Waris Shah's poetry is that he's trying to say that you should worship the one you love. The whole relationship should revolve around love. You should just not mindlessly worship anyone, which is the sort of message we want to also convey with our song.
Could you give me the key?
Yeah.
मेरा रांझा मिला दे मुझको, मेरा साइयां मिला दे मुझको. I think it's a beautiful blend of Waris Shah's poetry and the way it's been rewritten and Nucleya's music to it. I think it's coming about really, really cool.
Yay! High five!
मुझको मेरा साइयां मिला दे मुझको अगर तू इतना न कर पाए तो रब में रांझा दिखा दे मुझको मेरा
drop the bass.
मेरा रांझा मिला दे मुझको मेरा साइयां मिला दे मुझको अगर तू इतना न कर पाए तो रब में रांझा दिखा दे मुझको मेरा
The words of 5 poets have opened up our worlds. We've traveled through time to arrive at truths that have stayed relevant through centuries. The vision of these poets have given us 5 songs to further immortalize their lives. A life well tuned is a life well and truly lived.
आगे थप्पड़ मारने के बोलो
Good, good, very good, very good.
बोलो आई डोंट नो
But I mean,
दोबारा कर लो हवाई जहाज
So usually for the music video shoots, we have to play back the sound, and we usually carry these portable speakers. This time we were shooting in this outdoor location, and the sound wouldn't reach the artist.